Hello, guys. Today I'm interviewing James McCarthy. He's currently 1 win, 2 defeats, 1 draw, and he's back out on the 24th of September against Eddie Tracy. Is it?
Eddie Tracy, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, in Ireland. Whereabouts in Ireland?
In Belfast, in the Europa Hotel.
Oh yes, okay. And that's your first 6-rounder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my first 6 rounder, mate. I was scheduled last year, or the other month, to box James Hennigan as a 6 rounder, but my last fight got cut.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that event because I saw you were in down at York Hall, because that's not that far from me. But you know,
things happen. Hopefully this year I can maybe possibly come back on, see what happens in it.
yes,
But I got it was a joke, to be honest. I had the tiniest little cut. Like I thought couldn't even see it. But he said give me a 28-day suspension because of it. It was a joke, but it happens with boxing. Boxing's a pain in the
is that
ass.
when you boxed Reese Woods?
Reese Woods, yeah, wasn't the best performance.
Yeah, but how many days' notice did you have for that fight?
I had 2 days' notice for the fight. I was supposed to box the week before, and the whole show got cancelled. And I got told I think it was a day or 2 days before the fight I won it. But the weight was quite low, and because obviously my fight had been my show had been cancelled. I had like a 2 or 3 day binge eating crap, you know what I mean? It was a bit, as you do. And then on a Wednesday, I got asked if we want to box. I hadn't been in the gym since Saturday because I went to boxing Saturday, so I've been off for a few days. Wednesday said, "Do you want to box Saturday?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead, why not?" You know what I mean? I looked at him. I thought I could beat him. I still think I could beat him, but he was a good kid, southpaw, awkward. But a couple of hours before the fight, like not many people really know this, but a couple of hours before the fight, my little girl and my baby's mum were in a car crash and ended up in hospital.
What happened? Sorry, I didn't hear.
My little girl and my baby's mum were in a car crash a few hours before the fight, so my head went, they were all right, everything was okay, but the car got roped off, someone crashed into my baby's mum with my little girl, so even the commentary on the fight, they're like, this isn't McCarthy, this isn't a lad that we know, and I went in the fight, and all credit to Reece, he's a very good boxer, and I hope he goes far, but he didn't get the best version out of me on that day. I went there open to absolutely take it to him, but it just didn't work out that way, and all my fights that I've had, I haven't really had much notice on them all. I haven't had much notice on them all, and I am getting older, so I'm 31, 30 next year. I've got my eyes, last year I struggled getting my medical passed. This year I had the same headache. So I'm going to treat every year as my last year, because I've got age in my eyes against me. So I'm just going to take any fight. I'm not a journeyman, I'm not fighting for money, I'm fighting to upset people. I'm coming to do my best, win, lose, draw. I'm coming, but this kid who I'm fighting in Ireland, he's a bit of a scrapper. I've seen him, so he likes to fight, I like to fight, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the turnout happens there.
Yeah. Haven't you got a few tickets for that fight? A few people coming up from Liverpool to support you?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I had quite a few wanting to go over, and I sent the link out to the fight on the day that the promoter sent me, and the whole arena was sold out within like literally 10 minutes. And it's didn't know what it's not even that big. I think it only holds 800 or 1,000 people. I'm not too sure. I'd have to double check, but it was sold out instantly. So the promoter said, look, the best I can do is give you 20, £50 unreserved tickets, and that's all. That is literally pushing it. So I've got a few of them coming over now. But now it's a bit of a headache trying to find places to get hotels, because all hotels are fully booked as well. So anyone that can come over for me, I've got a lot of people wanting to come, but anyone that can come over for me, I'll look at the support. I'm going to be fighting home and away this year. I mean, I can't build a record with my age. I can't just box genuine and get a bit of a comfy record. I need to take gambles and I need to take risks, and this is why I'm going to Belfast, because this lad's 5-0, 2 knockouts, scrapper, 6 rounds. It's live on Sports TG4, so if I go over there and upset this kid in his hometown on telly, you know what I mean, it'll open up something big, and that's what I'm counting on. Win, lose, draw, you know what I mean? I'm going there to have it, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if you fought Reece over 6 rounds and nothing happens on the day or something, I know you're not making excuses up, But do you think you would beat him like on another day?
Reese or this kid I'm fighting, and
Reese,
I'll Reese. Um, I personally think I could beat him. He's a very good boxer. He called me, but he beat me on the day. He beat me on that day, hands down. He beat me. I mean, I didn't throw a punch. I didn't. I just literally. He caught me with quite a few body shots as well. My head went in it. There was no excuse in it. He beat me. You know, me and I hold hands up. I went there. I got a 2 days notice. I went there, and I fought as well. I was a bit heavier. I thought that I could beat the weight, but I went in the fight, and it wasn't just me that the commentary even noticed that way me. You know what I mean? So like it was known, like it was noticeable that it went there. That wasn't my fight. It wasn't my day. I took another loss. It was just down to my own doing. But I had a lot going on. I had a lot going on. I shouldn't have any losses on my record as is anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm taking I'm taking fights here there, and I'm giving a bit of weight away, and I'm taking fights on days' notice when I've got a lot going on with me. But this year's going to be different. I've got 12 months now to switch on. Like that was my first year as a pro. I've been out the ring a long time, and I was rushing everything. I just wanted to box, I just wanted to fight, I just wanted to. I've got to put into my head now. I'm not the young kid I used to be. I am older, and I need to be a bit more smarter and cleverer in what I'm doing. But that's what I'm doing. Like this kid Reese, sorry not Reese, this kid Eddie. I think this is going to be a good fight. I do believe so.
6 round tear up.
6 round tear up, and he hasn't been past 4 rounds yet, and neither have I. So I'm I'm kind of like looking forward to seeing on how we do. I hope we both put a good show on and we both look good doing it. Because I believe that we're going to be blowing out of our asses, to be honest. He comes to fight and so do I, and I reckon from the very first bell it's going to go off unless I both games. You just don't know until you get in there. Like I might switch up to boxing, he might switch up to boxing, we both might switch up to boxing, or we both might just get in there and just say let's fucking have it. But until the day, we don't know.
Yeah.
But
you were meant to fight Aaron Chambers that you were telling me.
yeah, man. Yeah, I was devastated about that. I was crazy as well. I was meant to box Adam Chambers on the 30th of July in Newcastle, and that was on Channel 5. And I believe like 2 days after it got confirmed, it got cancelled. And I did message him. He never wrote the message because I messaged him saying I don't know what's gone on, but I hope everything's okay because I think something happened with his girlfriend's a baby, but he never ever opened it or whatever. But I said if you're keen on getting it on again, I mean let's go. I was devastated though because the 1st of August was when my license ended last year. My first license ended, and I thought like obviously my eyes are not the best, and I do have a bit of a headache getting the border cleared them. But I thought that could be my last fight that on Channel 5 against a high profile person. So it would have been good, but no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen, but I'm back. I've got another year. I've got another year. I will fight anyone. I don't want to lose a record. I really don't. I'm not in this fight. I'm not in the boxing to lose, but I'm not scared of losing. And if I'm going to lose, it's going to be against unbeaten kids in good fights. You know what I mean? I'm not. If at the end of the career I've got more losses than wins, and they're all against high profile kids or unbeaten kids or good prospects, then I'll take that. I'm not a genuine, I'm not doing it for money, I'm coming to fight. I don't want an unbeaten record beating genuine. I want a record where I'm beating top kids in top 20s, top 10s, top 30s, you know what I mean? I want to be beating the kids that are unbeatable. And only time will tell if I can do it or not. We'll see what happens.
You're gonna take Eddie's eye off him.
I'm sorry, mate. What?
I said that you're gonna take Eddie's eye off him.
Yeah, I'm coming for it. I'm hungry for it. I've watched. It's a crazy one, really, because obviously I don't know too much about him, but I've seen a fight. But he's had 5 pro fights, but he's had 5 pro fights over a couple of years, so he's had quite a few gaps in between a few of his fights. So I'm hoping that life hasn't. He hasn't been in a gym. I'm hoping he's had a bit of a crazy one as well, and I'm going to try and use that against him. But I don't know. I don't know his circumstances. I don't know why he's been in another gym. But I watched his last fight, and his last fight, the kid he boxed went like he ran away. The kid he boxed ran away from him, and I'm not planning on doing that. So it's going to be a good trade up.
Do you have to stop him because it's his hometown?
You know what, right? box. Sorry, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Boxing's boxing's not corrupt. It is and it isn't. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Home fighters are meant to win. They're home fighters, the ticket sellers. They're meant to win the fights. They're meant to have opponents that they have that can number. But going away, you can win. You can win if you know what I mean. But you've got to win convincingly, especially if you're boxing kids who are unbeaten and who are favourite fans in the town. You know what I mean? But if I box them for 6 rounds and I do my best and you give him the decision, good luck to him. I'm all the best to him. I'm not going to be. I'm not holding grudges against no one. I'm not holding grudges against no judges. I'm in a sport to do what I can. At the end of the day, I don't judge the fight. He doesn't judge the fight. He wins. He wins. I win. I win. Down to that. You know what I mean? It's not down to anyone else other than the judges. So he can't get no crap off me. He won't get no crap off me. You know what I mean? Neither, if I believe I win, I'll make it known I believe I win. But you know, crying, stamping my feet all day, that's not gonna change nothing. But I'm going over there. I'm going to give it everything I've got. I'm coming to win. I would like to stop him because that would be a great win on my record. But the kid's a scrapper, so I think it is going to be a tough fight, and both of us are going to be having a bit of a war, and it's going to come down to who wants it most on the day, I believe.
Yeah. Will there be like a mini, like a face-to-face or a press conference between you two?
Yeah, I think so. I'm flying over the 23rd, mate, and I'm boxing the 24th. The weigh-in's the day before, and it is. I've never really seen sports TG4, so I'm not too sure what that channel's about. But it is on the telly, and I believe it's on. I play it as well around the world, so I can only assume that it will be. But there's a good couple of fights on the show.
Eric Donovan for a European title.
Yeah, so there's a good couple of fights. So
and there's
I can imagine
a fair few 50-50. I mean, people look at your record and they say, I was talking to an Eddie fan, and then he was saying, oh, I'm counting James out because he's lost. No, he hasn't lost. He drew to Jordan Graham. But if you watch that fight, I had you winning that, to be honest.
To be honest, I believe I won that fight. Like I said last time, I believe I did win that fight. It was a close fight, but like that, honestly, God, like I watched that kid's last 10 fights, and he didn't throw a bloody punch. And I think because it was his 100th fight, he come for it. People you know what, like Jordan Graham he is not a terrible boxer. Yeah, he's got 100 fights, won 10 or whatever, but he's a journeyman. He's in it for the money. He was a very, very good amateur, and he's a very good pro. He's only been stopped once, and he didn't even get stopped. He retired himself. You know what I mean? He ain't nothing terrible. And he come for a war that day, and I gave him a war. And we both took it to each other. You know what I mean? If you want to look at my record and go, you know what, he's beatable. Sounds, you know what, like, I am beatable, but I can beat you too. I'm a man, but I come to fight. I don't hold back. I come to fight. I'll fight anyone. You know what I mean? There's lads out there now with 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. I would absolutely throw around the ring. And I believe that myself. I'm not bothered by what anyone else can think. The second fight, I got stopped by Dexter. It was a light heavyweight. I took that with 1 day notice. 1 day notice, I took that fight and gave away £6 on the scales with a day before weighing. You know what I mean? It was massive. My third fight was against Jordan, and it was a war. It was fight of the night on a draw. It's my third pro fight. It was his 100th, and he was an unbeaten. He was a very good amateur. My fourth fight was against another unbeaten kid, Southpaw. I took on a day's notice after not being in the gym for a few days. You know what I mean? All my fights have only been taken on short notice against good kids who are capable of winning. Now, Eddie and James can look at my record and they can think I'm crap, they can think I'm shit, they think they can punch my head in, but they're going to have an eye opening. I've got no I've got no doubt that this kid's going to come to run at me. I believe that he's going to run at me from the second that bell goes, and I'll meet him in the middle. I will meet him in the middle, and if one of us gets knocked out, one of us gets knocked out. I'm hoping that he gets knocked out. So I'm coming to knock him out. I'm coming to beat him, and he's going to be coming to knock me out, and he's going to come to beat me. But at the end of the day, I will meet him in the middle of that ring. I'm flying over there because I'm not shook of him. I'm not bothered about him. I don't care. He could have been in Belfast. Anyway, he could be anywhere. I'll go to anyone and I'll fight anyone. To be honest, I was meant to box on the 1st of October at a home show, and I chose this fight over the home show, what would have probably been a guaranteed win for me, because I'm not about that. I don't want just guaranteed wins. I don't want people coming to watch me knowing I'm going to win. You know what I mean? I want people to enjoy the fights, and people do enjoy my fights. I do believe I won that. I believe I could have beat that Reece Jones. I didn't on the day. He beat me, but I do believe I could beat him. And Dexter, I shouldn't have been in the ring with him. So if you want to look at my record, look at the situations on the mall before you start judging me, because I do fight. And over the last 12 months, I've had a lot going on. I've had
Who
6
was the
baby
one
girls,
that you won again? Who did you beat again? Can you remind me?
Jim Bobo.
Was that an easy fight?
No, it wasn't an easy fight. Probably the best of boxer I have all forward, mate. But he's a former Olympian, and he's boxed a lot of good people. Mark Heffron, JJ Mccarthy. He's boxed quite a few good people. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes, it's the Cameroon.
Oh yes, yeah, I know who it is now. Yeah. He goes to have a go sometimes.
He does, but like, it was my debut, and he did catch me with a couple of shots that I learned. You know what I mean? I didn't even know I was boxing him until the day of the weigh-in. I didn't even know who I was fighting. And Terry Matthews was like, "You boxing the Olympians, yeah?" And I didn't even know. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. Like, I don't care who I'm fighting. I don't care about the reputation. I don't care how hard you are, what you can do, how many lads get knocked out. But they haven't boxed me. Some days they'll probably give it to me easy. Some days they won't. It depends on the day, doesn't it? And I'm turning up. I'm putting everything into this, and I'll turn up, and I'll meet them, and I'll give it all I can. And that's all I can do. And whatever happens, happens. If he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm going to win. But if him and his fans think that he's got an easy night, then they're going to have a proper eye opener.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
so did you say that you were retiring next year?
No, I'm not retired. I'd like if granted, I'd like to box until maybe 35. I haven't boxed for a few years. 7 years ago was my last time I had to fight. I turned pro last year late. I've been on the like in and out of the bad side of life and all that, and eating and whatever and whatnot. I'm back in it. I'm trying to chase the years that I've missed, but obviously my eyes are funny. I mean, it's a nightmare getting them cleared. But I want to treat every year now as my last. So I want to take the fights. I want to take the fights that are going to be remembered. You know what I mean? And to be honest, even if I do get beat, I'd rather get beat in Belfast than a belt to Shoughton in the Olympia. You know what I mean? More of a memory that flying over to Belfast on telly against an unbeaten kid or boxer journeyman in the Olympia. I know what I'd rather do. You know what I mean? So it depends what you want out of boxing. If you want an unbeaten record and clean record and look like you're some top fighter by boxing a lot of journeyman, then sound. I could get a lot of wins easy. I could get a lot of wins. I could say I'm not fighting away. I want to box at home and I want to box journeyman. I can get another 5 wins. But I'm not going down that route. I don't think boxing's like that. It shouldn't be a sport where you guarantee to win.
On the day of the fight, can you tell me what time like you'll be fighting? Because I really want to watch your fight.
Of course, mate. It's on Sports TG4, and I think the show starts at 6 o'clock, and it's more than likely I'll be on first. I think the promoter told me. So, my first or second could change.
I'll just tune in from the beginning. Have you on my iPad, and then I'll have Joe Joyce on the TV and you on my iPad.
I love that, lad. I love that. It's nice. Um, I'm feeling good. Feeling good. I can't.
So is training going good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. The weight's coming down nice. The weight it's set at 11 stone 4, so it's gonna be the lightest I've ever been, ever boxed at, and that's gonna be a good indication of the fight. You know what I mean? All my fights have been quite heavy kids.
Are
I mean,
you
apart from
taller than this guy, or are you a bit smaller?
I don't know how tall he is. I don't really know. Honest to God, I don't know much about him. All I know, I've watched his last fight. I'm not really one of them that obsesses and looks and stuff. I can't do all that. I just like to turn up and just, I like to think in my head, he's unbeatable. He's this, he's that. He's going to come at me hard. He's going to come at me strong. So in my head, I start preparing for the worst outcome and the worst. And then when I get in there and it's not that, I take it a bit easier, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I like to think that he's a lot better, stronger. Because if I watch fights, like his last fight, the lad ran away from him. So he looks quite good. He looks dead strong, powerful. know what I mean? But the lad ran away from him. So I don't want to be watching that. So in my head, no, it's like, he's going to just want me, you know. So I'd rather not see it. I'd rather get in there and just see what happens, what my game plan. So I don't know. I'm not too sure how tall he is or small he is or not
It
like that.
doesn't matter how tall he is or small.
All I know is that the kid's a game kid. I believe he is a game kid. And you know what, right? I've been told that he's a bit like me, to be honest. He wants the good fights. He wants big fights and he'll fight anyone. So me and him, love it.
So after this fight, will you, if you get no cuts in this fight, would you, if no matter what the result is, but if you don't get cut, would you fight on like the 1st of October at Liverpool Olympia?
No, I've got to sell tickets for that, and I'm putting my focus into this fight. But that's only a week after it. So I'm putting my focus into this fight. I don't need to be thinking about it now. Like obviously this isn't a away fight, but I've been given like a 6 weeks notice. So I'm treating this as a home fight, but just away. You know what I mean? This is I've got like away fights usually you get like a week notice or a few days notice or like I'm putting everything I possibly can into training at the moment.
You've had loads of notice for this fight.
Yeah, that's it. So at the end of the day, if he does beat me,
good for you.
It is, and that's what I mean. So that's what I'm using for my own good energy. And anyway, so if this kid does beat me, touching wood, he doesn't, and I'm putting the effort in, so he doesn't. But if he does, it's going to be down because he's the better man on the night. It's not going to be down to late notice, not prepared, trained, unfit, not really 100%. I'm going to turn up with everything. I'll wear my heart on my sleeve and just give it as much as I can. And if he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It'll be on the day. I know I want to win. He knows he wants to win.
Are you fighting at middleweight?
People welter, I think this is that.
Oh, so is that a bit smaller than middle?
Yeah, it's a little bit lighter. Not
a
much.
little bit. What weight do you normally fight at?
Most of my fights have been like 11 stone 7.
So
Like to be honest, I'll be. This is set at 11-4, or 11-2. 11-4, 11-2. I think this is that.
So what weight are you like now?
Well, I'm 74. Actually, I don't want to say any weight on here.
All right, that's all right, mate. That's all right. That's fair enough. Have you been watching any boxing like recently? Did you watch AJ Usyk?
Yeah, I watched that, mate. I wasn't really too impressed in the whole fight, because apart from the 9th and 10th round, I didn't think it was good. The other fight that I enjoyed on that show more than most, apart from Callum Smith's knockout, that the four rounder, I forget the names, but the kid he had 5
the round fight, the one after Smith.
Yeah, I think the one after Smith, that one I was impressed with that. You know, that was a good fight. I would rather watch that one than Anthony Joshua's fight. I thought that was
really.
Yeah, I didn't wait. I went into it, mate. So I think they're too wary of each other, and until the last couple of rounds, they didn't throw proper shots.
Yeah, I don't know what AJ was doing. He needed to stick it on him.
Yeah, that's it. Needed to stick it on him and take it to him, mate, innit? That's 100% what
I said to my brother, who's a massive AJ fan, if AJ doesn't knock him out, then Usyk will win on points 100%.
Yeah. I said that myself, you know, mate. I said that myself. I didn't. With the size difference as well. Though he should have knocked him out. There was a big difference, but no, just didn't happen for him. Usyk isn't no small time fighter. He been there, done it.
Yeah. What about Liam Smith? Because he's fighting soon. Do you like Liam Smith?
Yeah, Liam's a nice lad. All the Smiths are nice lads.
Well, have you met them?
Yeah, I've met them many times. I sparred Liam Smith last year. I've known Callum was only a year older than me. So when I was in the amateurs, Callum was I was in the championships all the time. Like I went in his weight or his age, but we grew for all the championships. Now you know what I mean. I watched them got like fight a lot.
Yeah. So you like watching both of them?
Yeah, the good fighter. Callum is fucking. Sorry about my language there, mate.
It's fine.
Callum is a very, very good fighter, mate. He's for the size of him as well. He's very tall and he likes to get up close, and it's crazy because
He's a
he
light
touches them.
heavyweight, isn't he?
I know, yeah, and he literally handled the light heavyweight division well the other day. I think he was number 2 in the world, the kid he knocked out, and he absolutely just put him asleep like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Great to watch. It's great to watch.
Do you think that he should go for like a title?
But I believe, I don't know if I'm right, I could be wrong here. That Bivol, the one who beat Canelo, is it? Yeah, he beat Canelo. I'm sure that's on the talks about it. I could be wrong now, but I'm sure this
You never know. It could be, mate.
could be. That'd be a good one to
Or
watch.
Callum Smith, the what's he called? Boatsi.
Yeah, that'd be nice though. I rate Callum. I think he is one of the best boxers at the time. He's got a big heart, and with his eyes, you'd think he'd keep it long, and he doesn't. He gets up close and he wants to tear up here. So he's a powerful, powerful man, isn't he?
Do you think Callum beats Bivol?
It'll be an interesting one to watch. Like, I think Callum's more. From watching him the other day, I think he's more set for light heavyweight than super middle.
Yeah.
Definitely though. He does look natural at that weight. Like no messing about.
Yeah. Did you see his fight against don't know what he was called, but he was on the AJ Usyk undercard, the first fight.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I can't remember. You know me. I've watched that much boxing. I can't remember. Boxing's in my eyes. He's everywhere at the moment. There's all over the place.
Yeah. Do you also watch the small hall shows as well?
Yeah, to be honest, mate, I try my hardest to get to as many shows as I can because I like to see a few of the lads who are around my weight. But I do. To be honest, I like to watch more that event. I like to watch the amateurs. I like that. I like amateur boxing more than the pros. Believe it or not,
Really?
I hate the pros. Really, I think amateurs are well better. I like watching the amateurs. They're a lot faster. but I like to see the up and coming kids. You know what I mean? All the new faces. It's mad. Go to amateur shows now, and I don't know a single name. It's mad. It's crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
And my last question is, are you nervous going into this upcoming fight?
You know what, mate? If anyone tells you that they're not nervous for any fight, they're lying or they've lost love for the sport. Because as much as anyone goes, I will do this, I will do that, they get nervous, and I won't get nervous until the day of the fight, and then I get nervous that day, and the second I step through the ropes, it goes away. Like it's mad. It's like a switch just disappears. Everything goes away. I look at him, he looks at me, and as soon as that first bell goes, everything's gone. All my nerves, and it's just about getting it on. I'm not nervous now. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm you know what? I'm happy for the opportunity. Whether they pick me because they think I'm an easy option, then that's fine. They can do that. I'm enjoying the fact that I've got an opportunity to fly to Belfast and box an unbeaten kid, and hopefully I want to proper shock a lot of people. And even if I do lose, I want to lose swinging. Let me tell you that for a fact. He's not going to get it easy. I promise you that now. And worst comes to worst, he knocks me out, then he knocks me out. But I'll be coming for the same as him.
Yes. Guys, I'm telling you, if whoever watches this, don't doubt James because he's coming for it.
100%, lad, you know that.
Yes. I want to say a big thank you for your time and absolutely smash it, mate.
100%. Nice one, mate. Thanks for your little interview.
Thanks, bye.
Good on, mate.